Hello guys, Lit here. So I've been seeing quite a lot of people making a video about tablet farmings, and I want to offer something a little bit different here. So when you farm tablet, usually you will farm everything, right? Like you farm abyss, a ritual, any mechanic that you get, and you basically get a whole variety of the tablet depending on the mechanic you get on the maps. And one of the tablet is quite expensive, and that is a bridge tablet. Not just because a lot of people using it, but also because it's quite hard to get them. You only get the bridge tablet when you do the unstable bridge, and usually you get like one unstable bridge in one map. It's very rare to see two, even three. And you're not always going to have the bridge on the map either. So we not really have that much chance to get the bridge tablet in the first place. Now there is a method where you can target farm specifically for bridge, and that's by using a Bridgestone. So whenever you target to the Atlas, where you're going to see this hand icon, but when you have the Bridgestone in your inventory, you can click this one, it will refill the Bridgestone hold, and you will have 3 fortress, 1, 2, 3, and 1 colony. Now this colony, I will highly recommend do the colony, because every time you defeat tool, you will guarantee to drop 1 bridge lot sack minimum. Sometimes you get 2. And each one of them is worth 5 to 6 divine, and it's just an easy money. So hive colony is something you always do, but hive fortress is something that I avoid because it doesn't really give that much hive lot, and it doesn't affect it by tablet too. I tried before, it doesn't consume tablet, so maybe that's a bug, but for now, I don't think it works with tablets, so hive fortress I don't think it's worth doing. And then we're going to have a normal maps around this stronghold, which is a normal map like this one is slash, but the biome is a bridge stronghold. Now this biome guarantee you to have a bridge hive encounter, and bridge hive encounter is an encounter where you're going to summon the eyelid, and you're going to have to defend the eyelid against multiple wave. And because this biome guarantee you to have a bridge hive, you basically can target from a bridge tablet this way. And bridge hive is better in farming tablet because you can get bridge tablet from the monster around the bridge hive, and you also have a chance to get the bridge tablet when you do the encounter itself. So you have 2 chances from 1 bridge hive. Now the downside is whenever you have a bridge hive, you cannot have any unstable bridge. So if you happen to get the unstable bridge from the natural spawn, it will not be able to spawn. But I don't think the downside is really that matter that much, because this way you're always going to have bridge anyway, and bridge hive give you 2 chances to get bridge tablet, while the unstable bridge only give you 1 chances, which is by doing the encounter itself. So bridge hive, in my opinion, it's just better for farming bridge tablet. So the map around this stronghold will guarantee you bridge hive basically. And there is an Atlas node on the tree, which basically you can add additional bridge modifier, and I can show you what is the modifier is because I tried before. You're going to have a modifier like this, 30% chance to find orange worm gift, and this one 3 additional wave is pretty good, and this one increased pack size is pretty good, and this one gives you chance to find orange worm gift, and so on and so forth. So if you want to use this one, you can. In my opinion, it's not really worth it, because it's going to cost you 2 Bridgestone instead of 1. So I personally do not do it, but if you want to do it, that's something you can do, because increased pack size, additional wave is still going to give you more chances to get the bridge tablet itself. So for the tablet itself, we're going to use 3 irradiated tablet, and each of them have quantity of waystone and monster increased effectiveness. And another option for the tablet is actually using something like this. It is a master domain. It's going to make the map also count as mountain maps. And the benefit of mountain maps is on the top of here, is it going to give you increased quantity of tablet found. However, this one is pretty expensive to use because it's only 1 use every tablet. It's going to cost you around 20 exalt by the time of recording. It's going to cost you 200 exalt for 10 uses. This tablet is only going to cost you something like 50 to 60 exalt. Master Domain does give you more tablet, but it's also more expensive, and you also have to put in every single time you do the new maps because it's only 1 use remaining. So I prefer to run these 3, but if you want to include this one, you can. You will get more tablet that way. So for the tablet, another thing you can do is also adding the delirium tablet. With the delirium counter are 25% more likely to spawn unique bosses. You can also find this with effectiveness or quantity of waystone. And the reason why some people go for Delirium Tablet is because it will give you a chance whenever you have a Delirium Tablet and kill the boss monster. It will give you a chance to get the Grand Mirror. And you can see this on the maps. And whenever you do a Grand Mirror maps, whenever you defeat the boss bosses, you can basically spread Deliriums. And people do this basically to juice up their city biome. For example, like this one, this is a city biome, and a lot of people will spread the Delirium inside a city like this. So they will have the delirium fog, and whenever you do the delirium fog, you will have up to 200% delirium's effect, and that will increase the drop by quite a bit. And for the map, I'm looking for Waystone drop chance, which is 110% plus. You can go for 120, 130, but 120 is pretty expensive. 120 is like 40 to 60 exalt, and 130 will be a lot more expensive, so I decided to just go for 110. And one thing about the Waystone and also the tablet is they do not have item rarity, and for me this is important. When you don't have that much item rarity, your tablet is mostly going to drop normal or magic. If you have a lot of rarity, your tablet going to drop rares, and that is bad because when the tablet is rare, you identify it, you get the mod, and that's what you get. The next step is just 3 to 1 them to get a new mod. While if you have a white tablet, you can sell them, and white bridge tablet is pretty expensive. And if you get a blue tablet, you can out them to get 2 mod, and if that 2 mod is bad, you can out them to get 4 new mod. So magic and normal tablet is better, and rare tablet is the worst out of that 3. And that is the reason why I don't have item rarity on my Waystone, and I also do not have item rarity on my tablet. And this character itself doesn't have item rarity except for the amulet. So I only have 18. Ideally, you don't want any rarity just to give you the best chance to drop the white bridge tablet, because that is the best. Either you want to sell it or you want to roll it itself. White tablet is the best one. And for the master, I'm using Doriani because of the effectiveness pressure. It gives you more effectiveness. This one also gives rarity, which is kind of sad, but the rare monster have chance to get like a monster modifier. It's also pretty good because most of the time the tablet drop from rare monsters, so this will increase our chances to get the tablet. The improve calibration, this is also going to give you more effectiveness, more pack size, more Waystone chance drop because of the increased effect. And this not just so I can travel better, and this one is to have a small chance to get the fracturing orb, which is quite expensive. Another option you can go for is Jado, simply because this one node over here randomly give you between 0 and 40% increase effect of your tablet, which is really strong when you combine this with this tablet. However, if you want to use Jado, I don't think you can use this mod, because if you use this mod, it's going to open random maps. I don't think it's going to keep the biomes. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not 100% sure about this, but I don't think it keeps the biomes. So if you want to do this strat, you cannot use this node. You have to use something else. So that about Jado. Personally, I don't like to use Jado because I don't have a good result with Jado. So maybe I'm just unlucky, but I have a good result with Doriani, so I'm sticking with Doriani. As for the passive tree, the passive tree that are important is quantity of tablet found. This is if you do this on mountain area, or if you use master domain, that make the map also count as mountain maps. And another thing you can do is also make the Faridun city also considered as another biome, which is a mountain. And Faridun city is basically a city biome around Jamandra. So this is a Jamandra fight, and you can actually see it. This one probably clearer. This is a Jamandra Copper Citadel, and every city biome inside around here is a Faridun city. And other than that, for the lake mechanic itself, the faction you can do any faction that you want. Amanamu will give you a chance to get Omen of Light, Abyssal Echo, and all that stuff. Ulaman is also not that bad of a choice because Ulaman give you a lot of the Abyssal Coffer, which is the currency chest. It often drops to find from there. But this option over here, the Abyss Speed are scattered throughout areas. I like to use this when farming tablet because the Abyss seems to have more monster if you scatter them around. So I like to use this option here. And for the bridge, I like to use the increased effectiveness for air bridge monster. And everything else is really up to you. This one is number of skill created. I don't think this matter that much. And this one is add modifier to 1 refill maps. This is the part where you use double Bridgestone. If you want to use double Bridgestone, then you have to click this one. I'm not using that, so I'm just choosing add modifier to 1 refill maps. And this is a wound give. You pick one that you like. Lafis wound give probably the best one. Signet, I do it to get my ring base before. So, and on the Fall Temple, 3 nodes that are probably important if you want to do it is offering to the Queen, military reinforcement, and also Patriotic Legion. Offering onto the Queen, I think, is the most important one. It's going to make the rare chest on the Fall Beacon and also the unique monster that spawn from the Fall Beacon have a chance to drop the random temple currency. This one will make the Fall Beacon spawn more unique monster, and this one just give you additional monster on the Fall Beacon. Random temple currency can be good additions inside the farm if you want to do it. I haven't done any temple yet this league, so I still don't have any point on that one. So that basically is about the passive tree, and I think that's it from me. I just want to share it. I do this like from yesterday, and I got plenty of bridge. As you can see, I have bridge most, and second is abyss. Abyss you usually always get a lot of them. So it doesn't matter which strategy you do. A piece seems to like the one that spawned a lot of tablet. The second one is rituals. But yeah, I mainly have a lot of breeds because of this strategy. So I basically just hopping around bridge stronghold to another bridge stronghold. And if I type normal here, as you can see, majority of them is a white bridge, which I can easily sell this if I want to. So I think that's it from me. As usual, if you guys have any questions, just leave it in the comment below. I will try my best to answer it. And thank you everyone for watching. I really, really appreciate it. And I will see you on the next one.